Hello, I'm Adam from TartyBikes and we're down in the workshop for this maintenance tip. What we need is a nice big vise bolted to a bench. Quite a common question we get asked is how do I remove my fixed sprocket or freewheel from my crank or my rear hub? Every time you pedal it ties itself on, so they can be pretty tricky to get off. So here we have a crank with a freewheel attached. This one's been on here quite a long time, so it's going to be pretty well stuck. We need to get ourselves a bolt with a nut on the other end. Pop that through your crank and locate the freewheel tool on there. And make sure you've got 4 nice big thick tabs on there because it can skip out if you've got smaller ones. So stick that into your freewheel and just put the nut down, hand tight's fine, just enough to stop the freewheel tool from jumping out. So stick that in the vise, get it nice and tight. From there, you need a nice big bit of leverage bar. This one's about 2 or 3 feet long, but you can actually use an old frame. If you slide the head tube over the crank arm, that works a treat as well. So if we go with the bar over the crank, make sure it's nice and snug, and just sort of lean on the bar, and you've got to imagine you're trying to remove the crank arm from the freewheel, so you're going in an anti-clockwise direction. So just lean on there, helps to jolt a little bit if it's quite stuck, and then it comes out fairly easily. So next up, we're going to look at getting fixed sprockets off rear hubs. All we need here again is the vise and a bit of old chain, preferably a nice big beefy BMX chain if you can, because it's going to be going through quite a lot of force. So get your chain and drape it over your sprocket, and then what we do here is clamp the 2 trailing ends in the vise. It can be a bit tricky to get it lined up, so be patient. If you've got someone to help you, it may help a little bit there. So once you've got the chain in there, it's nice and slow with the vise, then clamp it really, really tight because the chain will try and pull itself out. From here, grab the wheel like a big steering wheel, anti-clockwise again. If you give it a bit of a jolt at the start, that'll break the seal, and away we go. One thing to note is that this chain technique can be used to get fixed sprockets off cranks as well. Clamp the sprocket and chain in the vise, and use your leverage bar on the crank as before. Works a treat. So, good luck.